Hello YouTube, welcome to Shad Life. Well, I just switched out my handlebars to 160 millimeter bar on my Canyon Spectral here. I had 135 mil before. So I wanted to try a higher rise handlebar, see how it felt, and I charged up my GoPros, got all ready to go out and ride to make a video for you guys, and it started to downpour. Like, just out of nowhere, the rain just came. Like, I was looking at radar this morning, no rain, and then boom, it just blew up right over the Twin Cities metro area and closed pretty much all the trails in the area, at least all the ones. I was going to go to Theodore Wirth, but and then Taft Bike Park to compare jumping and stuff. So I decided, fuck it. I am going to don this helmet, grab my BMX bike here in a bit as soon as the ground dries out, and just ride some skate parks. I'm so frustrated, but I gotta ride my bike, so it's BMX time, and I'll do the handlebars again. Sorry, but I try to be so positive on this channel, but this season for mountain biking has been rough. We've had so much rain, and it seems like every time I have an opportunity to go ride mountain bike, it rains or the trails are closed because they're wet. So frustrating. But I've got BMX as a backup because I don't want to go sit on my Zwift trainer. And let's go hit a few skate parks. There's a new one I want to check out over in Minneapolis. About a year old, but I haven't ridden there yet. Let's do it. Okay, I'm even trying to leave for the skate park, and this is what I'm dealing with. Like, this wasn't even in the forecast. It's just out of nowhere. I don't get it. But I'm gonna try to get out today. We'll just have to wait.
A few moments later.
So it finally kind of got dry enough out to try to ride a little bit. But this skate park here is one I probably should have known about, but I actually just discovered it a couple days ago. And then when I posted about it, my friends were all like, dude, that's been there for like a year. So it's new, but it's not brand new. But yeah, it's mostly street focused. I mean, there's a few kind of not transitions, but banks. And then there's like a little quarter pipe and stuff over there. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time here because there's somewhere else I want to go. I'll show you in a minute. But I want to just pedal around this thing and see what it's like. So here's a grind box. It's pretty low. It's also wet on the edges. But that's really the only thing grindable on a BMX bike. But it's barely the height of the peg, so it's like kind of like the low platform over at the St. Paul Park. And then there's a little hip, kind of mini hip there. There's a bigger hip there and some stuff like that. So pretty cool. Now that rail actually looks big enough to practice on. I haven't done grinds on a rail in a long time. So I'll put on my chesty mount and pedal around here and just kind of show you the park. All right, I'll try not to cut off any skaters' lines here. So I'll go up here, drop in. So there's this little hip. That's too low to grind on a bike. And then a bigger one. This is also too low to grind on a bike. There's a little bank. So I'll hit this. And then there's this middle part, which is kind of cool. Try not to cut off this guy's line, and I'll go do hit that quarter. That's a tight transition. Yeah, this is definitely more skateboarding and scooter, but I'm more street or whatever focused riding, but pretty cool. So this is at Lindale and 33rd in Minneapolis. So there used to be a White Castle over there, and it's been like a bunch of other things ever since, but that's like one of the original White Castles. So I want to go to the next place because I think that's going to be a lot more fun. The next place I've been to, but just not for quite some time. But I'm glad I found this because I did not know about it. So I'll come here and do some stuff someday and do some videos and maybe some how-to stuff and things like that. Cool. So this place is a bit more fun. It's got a lot more to it. It's a bit bigger. So this is in Eden Prairie. It's called the Eden Prairie Skate Plaza. So you've got a much more advanced rail on stairs, which is above my pay grade at age 57. But you've got this grind thing here, which I can actually do like off the bank and stuff, and see how much it's taller, so you can actually get pegs on it. And then there's some more kind of advanced grinds, but they've a lot of these banks and stuff. And then over there's a little curve and some grind boxes and stuff. And then what's cool about this is basically a half pipe, quarter pipe, whatever, hip here, hip there, you know, pretty good layout. This is about 10 years old, maybe a little older, and I really like this one. Oh yeah, I forgot to point out because it was out of sight, that old thing, which for skateboards and stuff, pretty cool, but BMX, I don't know. Not something I know anything to do on, but this park's really well built, I think, and for its age, it's holding true, and I like it. So I'm gonna play around here a little bit, but before I do any other angles, let me put the chesty on, and I'll just do a quick lap through here. Starting at the little mani pad here, I'll just do a quick tour. So you've got these grind boxes, different elevations and such, pretty cool. And then you have this thing here, more stairs with grinds. This up here, which is pretty cool. This is a place where a lot of people hang out and stuff. And then I never remember what's the stairs. Oh yeah, over there. You've got this hip here, and so on. And of course in the middle here, there's a little place to hang out. Picnic tables. That's new from what I remember, but I haven't been here in a while. So yeah, pretty cool place. Kind of like these little banks because you can just do little kick turns. Pretty basic stuff on them. And get in here. Oh. There you have it. If there was any negative about this skate park, what do you think it is? They didn't incorporate shade anywhere. Like they could have a little like cover over there, maybe there, or even, you know, here in the grass or whatever. I mean, yeah, you can go hang out in the trees over there, but like if you're here riding, it'd be nice. You see the really nice skate parks will have like shade, and then there's those two picnic tables in there, no shade. So when the sun's out like it is now, hopefully I don't get too fried or anything. I didn't bring sunscreen, but yeah, it is definitely a concern. Lack of shade. So I was looking around in my bag here, and I brought this, just kind of a selfie stick / GoPro, but I forgot my tripod. So frustrating. I know you guys like, you know, the other angles rather than POV footage, but I forgot my tripod. Dang it. And I was trying to think of how I could set it up, but there's really nowhere to like balance it or place it or anything like that. So SOL on that front. Guess it's POV footage. So this ledge is still wet. I ran my foot on it a few times, so hopefully the sun will dry it out. Then I can grind on that one. It's a tiny bit taller than those over there, but these are dry, so I'll do a couple feeble grinds on those. plastic pegs, waxed grind. So here, plastic pegs, waxed grind, and water do not mix. So we'll do it on the dry ledge. One thing I did, and again, there's a puddle right where I would hop on. A few years ago, or it was actually a long time ago now. God, it's funny how fast time flies. I hopped onto this, did a grind over that little channel thing, landed, did a 180. If I can find that clip, I'll insert it right here in the midst of this video. It's a little blurry, it's older footage, but I'll insert that right here if I find it. So what I want to do here is I'm going to try to go up that bank and then fakie all the way to this bank. Oh, I caught my... Yeah, sometimes with the free coaster, especially these planetary ones, if your weight is forward, you catch the pedal and it wants a back pedal on you. So try not to do that again. There we go. Oh, foot down. All right, try again. There we go. Nice. Now what I want to try to do is I'm going to do a fufanu, not a fufanu, and a bubaka. Fufanu is when you land on your back tire on the transition at only a slight angle or right on the coping, and you 180 when you go back in. And a bubaka is doing this, the back tire up on the edge here and then hopping back in backwards. The thing with this one is it's pretty high, so it's going to boost me with a lot of speed going backwards. Let's try it. One thing is I hope my brake works good enough for this. Oh, it caught, but I pulled it off. I was talking about that free coaster earlier. It did catch, but I still pulled it off. That was kind of funny because when I came up and stalled, I paused for quite a while, just balanced there before I hopped backwards. I want to try getting my back tire closer to the edge here, or that or right on the edge. See if I can do that. Try it. So, like I said, it's so fast going backwards. Better. It's kind of weird doing the... tell you in a minute. Yeah. Oh, I had to put my foot down because I 180 right at the bank. But that I pulled that one. That was high speed backwards maneuver. So what I was gonna say in the middle of that last abubaka is when I rode this, it's kind of nice because you hit this, then you have a transition coming in, and then over here you have a transition going out, and then you have a flat bank, and it feels totally different. Like hip to transition in nice and smooth, and then a hip that lands on a flat bank, and it's kind of a harsh landing because it's like right, you don't get that dive in of the transition. Kind of cool. Let's go over there and do some grinds. Okay, I'll turn around and hit the second of these grinds here. Just do a standard feeble at slow speed. Get a feel for it. Oh, took my foot off. Let's do that again. Sometimes taking foot off on the first grind is a good idea, just so you get that initial feel for it. And second one, perfect. So what's kind of interesting about this is it looks really good, but it feels awkward, and I never really understood why. But if you look at it really close, here, let me see if I can show you. it doesn't go very it kind of gets flat at the top, so when it comes to every time I put my hand in front, it's gonna blur out and focus on my finger. But you can kind of see how it's pretty shallow, and almost more shallow than the transition at that St. Paul skate park where I've been trying to get above coping. So it makes me not really willing to try to get above coping on this one. I mean, I can, but I have to ride it a few times and really get a feel for it. So let me see if I can do that. But the problem is with the POV, because I forgot my tripod, I'm not gonna be able to set up my camera to show you that I got above coping, which kind of sucks. This transition here, kind of the same. Maybe a little bit steeper. Yeah, it's very awkward. Maybe I should try on this one since that's a little steeper, but I'm gonna do a couple practice runs on it. Well, actually, all right, that one felt better. Let me go between these two and see. Yeah. That, well, it just went above coping right there, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But whatever, this one is definitely steeper on this end. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it is easier to go. What's kind of interesting, and this is just more of a rhythm thing, if I guess I want to say it that way, is going between those, you get into a rhythm because you're going back and forth, and then you can just start to be like, okay, boink, boink. As we're here, you roll in and it's a one-shot thing, and I don't know if some of you understand that or not. If you ride, you probably understand what I'm talking about. If you don't ride, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm also noticing that my GoPro chesty mount is cracked and broken. Jeez. It's just been one of those days. All right, I do want to work on my half cab coming out of a fakey half cab, and this transition is perfect for it because I can roll up on it and I have more room behind me to navigate it. So it's one of those things I'm kind of weak at. I can 180 out, like pivoting on the back wheel, but to hop and rotate 180 is always harder. Yeah, it is so awkward. Try again. I see riders, they just do it like it's just normal. There's a little bit. Wow, I don't quite understand the dynamics of that, but it's something I want to practice. Okay, two more things that I want to try while I'm here is, one, I want to try, I should have went on the inside of that route. I want to try manualing from here. This is very unlikely, or very, yes, unlikely to happen, and then go in here. The other one I want to do, and I should have came inside the rail because I was going to do it, is hit this and 180 out and roll and half cab out. Try it inside the rail. That makes more sense, right? And here, manual. Yeah, a little more speed and then a little more pop getting into my manual. Oh, I landed in it, but then I'm not moving very fast. More speed. I almost looped out. Stuff like this, why I wear shin pads, knee pads, because I just hit my shin on that last attempt. Doesn't hurt when you got pads on. And I gotta make the turn too. That's gonna be hard. Okay. Oh, didn't get into the manual. I think if I land in a manual, I should be able to maybe make it, or at least come close. I just gotta land in the manual first. Oh, I feel like gravity has a hand and it just grabs my front wheel and pulls it to the ground. All right. I'm so used to doing POV for single track, which actually looks pretty cool. No idea if it looks all that cool at a skate park. Oh, I just totally like didn't even try. Like that was like the wimpiest effort ever. Less talking, more doing, right? Oh, I landed in it. Oh, jeez. Just need to catch it now. Oh, come on. It's like I can't hold my manual when I land. That's frustrating, but it's something I really should practice and get better at. But I'll do one more attempt. I don't know how many of these attempts I should just be doing over and over again on YouTube here. Then we'll go to the 180. Oh, that was my best one yet. All right, let's go to the 180. I know I need speed for this, but I don't want to go like super fast. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, now that I tried it once. All right. Oh, I'm not. Okay, now I'm not going fast. So what I'm not calculating is that I'm actually going to slow down quite a bit coming up the bank. So I need a little more speed. I don't want my front tire to catch the edge there. I want it to get on top. Oh, it caught the edge. Okay. More pop from me and a little bit more speed. This is how you figure this stuff out. Okay, I pulled it, but I did catch the edge a tiny bit. Let me go a little faster. No, that time I landed on top. There we go. That's the speed I need. Now I just need to execute the 180. Oh, I put my foot down coming out. That was perfect. So I'm thinking that manual I was trying where I come up there, I'll get that eventually. Maybe not today, but I will come here and get that. The other thing that I'm just now thinking about, it'd be really hard to aim it, but if I could 180 and land in fakie and not 180 out right away and stay in it and see if I can fakie all the way over to that and then 180 in, that would be cool. But that would take a lot more practice and effort, but that's what this kind of stuff takes, is a lot of going over and over and doing it again and again and again. All right, I want to try the 180 one more time and then I think I'm gonna be done here. All right, speed. Yes, that time I cleared my front tire and pulled out and didn't put a foot down. Perfect. Now the next progression is to land and roll fakie for a little bit, but that'll be next time. I'm kind of happy I came here. I mean, this day was terrible. All right, there you have it. I'm sweaty. The sun is kind of coming through this haze a bit. This place is awesome. I haven't been here in a long time, and I'll be honest, I love riding BMX, but I don't do it enough, and I just need to get more motivated to do it and ride more, because just coming here and doing this a little bit and not even, you know, I didn't do anything super awesome to today's, you know, status, especially when you compare me to like the younger riders, but I can actually progress and learn stuff and evolve if I ride more. And I sometimes just do a lot of mountain biking, don't do as much BMX as I used to, but every time I come here and do this, and I'm like, wow, I haven't done a 180 off a bank in a very long time, and here a few tries and I pulled it, and I know I can land fakie and roll for a bit and try something out of it or whatever, right? Like just with some practice. So that's what I need to do, and you can help me. And the way you could do that is put in the comments if you want to see more of this type of stuff. Granted, it would be nice if I remembered my tripod and I can show you different angles, because ideally I'd set my tripod like over there when I'm trying this, and then you can see me from that angle, and it's just much better than seeing the POV footage all the time. I can mix and match it. But yeah, if you want to see me riding skate parks more and practicing BMX moves and stuff, put a comment and let me know that's what you want to see, and I will do my best to try to do it. And I'm glad that I came here today, because the weather was terrible. We got so much rain and I was gonna go mountain biking, and it doesn't matter whether I'm home or not. I just always have airplanes fly over when I'm making a video. But yeah, I'm glad I came here and played around and got to riding my bike. So this is an option. If the trails are wet, I can come and ride BMX. I appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe.